नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am Dr. Bharat Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In this practical session, we will learn how to examine a histopathological slides. Now, before starting, histopathology, sometimes also referred to as cellular pathology, is a complex and crucial area of study in modern medicine. It is an extremely detailed branch of science that focuses solely on the anatomical changes that occur in diseased tissue at a microscopic level. This science is so specific that a histopathologist not only has to perform tests, conduct analysis, and gather data, but is also responsible for interpreting the information gathered and making the final diagnosis so a patient's doctor can then move forward to manage the treatment for the specific disease. Techniques. Histopathologists have an array of options when it comes to testing, as they can use a number of stain and various microscopic techniques to examine and analyze the sample. Each stain has specific properties that help scientists identify a particular disease, as not every pathogen is visible with every stain. For instance, while hematoxylin eosin or H&E for short is the most common stain used for histopathological slides, the Gram stain is better studied for identifying various strains of the specific bacterium. To further clarify, a histopathologist may opt to use the Giemsa stain for detecting fungi or parasite, but when looking for Mycobacterium, they can elect to apply the Zeal-Nelson or ZN stain to make the pathogen visible. Now, microscopy analysis. Histopathology benefits greatly from analysis conducted under the microscope. Provided the sample is pure and viable, a culture through providing a solid foundation does not help scientists when trying to determine whether or not a bacterial invasion occurred or if colonization take place. In this particular instance, analysis under a microscope is necessary for a histopathologist to make an accurate prognosis. Additionally, the microscope proves to be one of, if not the most, used and relied upon tool by scientists studying pathogens that cause tissue changes or damage, as it allows them to see the level of tissue degradation present and therefore verify the progression of the particular disease. Microscopy analysis is important in histopathology because it allows scientists to view tissue changes or signs of infection. Even if the pathogens is not present, a histopathologist can use a microscope to determine which pathogen is responsible for tissue damage. In the event multiple infectious agents are present, thus enabling them to make a correct diagnosis. Microscopy offers even more benefit in the field of histopathology, not only because it allows for a quicker turn around time when making a diagnosis, but also because it provides scientists with a mean of viewing bacteria that do not cultivate, such as Trypanosoma pallidum, the bacteria that cause Whipple's disease. Recently, the use and importance of the microscope has increased as histopathology progresses are now including immunohistochemistry techniques which basically allow the pathogens to show up as a fluorescent object, making detection much simpler for the scientists. This technique is helping histopathologists to see microorganisms that were once undetectable, either because they do not cultivate, cannot be seen through traditional staining method, do not stain well, have an unusual microscopy, or simple have a small presence. It is also allowing scientists to view missing DNA sequence on chromosomes, spot intracellular bacteria, and learn more about nucleic acid and RNA. Histopathology is a sensitive, highly detailed, pertinent field of science and medicine that provides life-changing contribution to patient and to the health industry. It is crucial that researchers, lab technicians, and biologists, microbiologists, and other scientists partaking in the study or diagnosis of pathogens do not overlook the importance, relevance, and delicacies of this scientific branch, thus ensuring the technique and processes are accurately performed. The simplest of error that go unnoticed could cause a sick patient to die or leave a significant detail about pathogens and their effect on tissue undiscovered, as well as possible cure or treatment. This is a this is a histopathological slide which will look under the microscope. Histopathology slide water immersion includes resident nuclear model. Group 2 is necrosis, inflammation and ulcerations. Now this is group third and it is necrosis and inflammation. This is group 4, necrosis and inflammation. This is group 5, this is group 6 and this is group 7. This is only the inflammatory changes. These all are necrosis and inflammatory changes, but we can see easily differentiate between each of them group. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you all enjoyed this session. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. Thank you.